Hello there and welcome back.
This is Elena.
And this is Fotios.
And this is the Game Court.
And today's video is all about top 10.
Another top 10.
Another top 10.
And
Another
what-
top 10?
And
Another top 10.
And what were we top 10ing today?
What are we top 10ing again today?
Oh yes, top 10 amazing games that we love but we don't own.
So I think we've played all these games already multiple times.
It would be odd to not have played them,
Think
right?
These are games that we really, really like, and for whatever reason, one reason or another, they are not in our collection. Either, we'll talk about that in a minute. Why do we not have them in our collection at all?
Well, usually there are two reasons that we don't have them. One reason is they either play very well at higher player count. Maybe three reasons. The second reason is that we can access them very easily.
So they're very popular games.
Yeah, very popular games. Maybe let's say if we go to a board game cafe to play, they're always there for us to play. And third reason, maybe they're not very easily accessible, but one of our friends in our game group has it, so there's no point for us having a copy as well.
Or a combination of these three.
Combinations. And also shall we say that we never owned any of these games either. Like for instance, in this list we'd also have Root that we owned previously.
Yeah, but it does not apply because we've had it and then we don't have it anymore.
These are 10 games that we never owned.
Never ever.
Yes, but we enjoy very, very much.
Righty. Let's,
Give it a go.
why not?
Mm-hmm.
At number... It's not number 10, it's number 10. I was about to say at number 1. At number 10, I was just about to say it again.
So what is number 10 or number 1?
At number 10, it's number 10. Number 10, Christ. At number 10, we have Stone Age. What I like doing the most in these videos, I like reading the description of BGG because I think it's very funny. Most of the times it doesn't make any sense, but I think, it's like the gist of the game technically. So in Stone Age, you have prehistoric tribes that struggle to survive and adapt. Which one will rise to the top?
And Stone Age is a 2 to 4 player game, and it's a worker placement game, and it's one of our favorite worker placement games. Yes, I would say has a bit of different elements, and I think one of the reasons we love it is
it's dice.
Exactly, the game comes with dice. Exactly,
many dice,
many of them, right?
Worker placement dice.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, it's very oversimplified. Is language independent. You can play with new people. You can play with people that have known the game for a while. It's technically like a resource management with a lot of worker placement and dice.
And one of the cool aspects in the game is that when you go to collect resources, wood or stone or brick,
Gold.
whatever it is, or gold, yes, what you do, you put as many workers there as you want, and then you roll as many dice, but basically the sum of the pip values of the dice that you rolled will dictate how many resources you're going to take. For instance, for wood, you have to divide by 3. For gold, you have to divide by 6 because it's more valuable.
Stone is definitely 5 because that's the easiest to divide.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
And you have feeding elements in the game. You have to feed your workers at the end of every round, but you also have some sort of a track that you get permanent food for free. You have a different huts you can build. Right?
Yeah, it's very nice.
It's a very, very nice game. We have bought this game once, right?
Yeah, but it was not for us though.
It was not for us, it was for a gift, yes.
Yeah, it was a gift, so we gave it away though.
Exactly.
But we do have this new thing we've been doing for the last, I would say, year or so. When we go away, we do get our games with us. But sometimes we go to a board game cafe.
Where we travel, yes.
When we travel away, whether it's, within the country or outside the country. And it's always nice to see, what games they have and stuff like that. And this is one of the games that we would play most of the times that we would go into a new board game cafe.
Even if it is in another language, because it's language
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. At number 9, or
Not
as
2.
Elena would say, at number 2.
I ruined your joke, I'm sorry.
It's fine, it's fine.
You say it again, Anna.
Yeah, it's fine though. We have Sagrada, and Sagrada is a 2 to 4 player game. It's a dice drafting game. It's a bit on the abstract side, and basically what you do, you draft dice and you place them in your personal board, a very beautiful dual layer player board, where you try to put the dice as effectively as possible, because you cannot put the same dice, I don't know, next to each other or whatever, or the same color next to each other.
It's more like a template underneath, isn't it?
Exactly. I don't remember exactly the placement rules, to be honest with you. We have played it maybe last time we played maybe 6 months ago or so. But yeah, there are some placement rules, and you have a card which gives you also some strict restrictions when you place your dice. And it's a pretty nice game, and you try to maximize your scoring. Again, puzzle game, abstract game.
Abstract game, yeah.
It
Pretty
looks
game.
very nice. Exactly, as you put dice there, it looks like, you know, the window of a sagrada, of a church, of a cathedral, and it looks very pretty. Yeah.
We have the rules for all these games. Well, Fodius has the rules for all these games because some of them are not. Where?
In here.
Because some of them are not language independent, and last time we kind of like tried to translate them. Luckily, we were in Romania. We went home, so the rules were in Romanian, so it was easy for me to translate. But sometimes you go to a country where you don't know the language, so it's a bit like, oh, what does this even mean?
But nowadays you can also use your phone to, let's say, take an image directly.
Isn't that absolutely clever?
It's
Absolutely clever.
nice, right? You like
Yeah, I'm
it.
quite impressed.
At number 8, we have a game by The Doctor.
Tunisia?
Tunisia, yes. And the game is called Witchstone. In this game, it's a very basic game. Oh, not basic. It's a I don't
Excuse
know.
me?
Well, when it comes to the actions, yes, you have some tracks. You move some witches around the board, which you take some either majority, a bit of again a few more tracks, a bit of rondel. But the most amazing part of this game is your cauldron, right? How you place your double hexes in your cauldron to activate your actions. Basically, you want to cluster as many icons of the same type as possible to make the actions even more powerful. Assume that the cauldron is like the ingenious game of Ren and Canisia, but now this is a fully developed game that you do also some cool stuff around the board with witches.
I was just about to ask you whether you know this top is called top 10 amazing games, and you're like, nah, it's a bit basic, so I'm not sure.
No, I think the reason I like the game, I don't think it's the board itself. I think it's the cauldron. I think this is.
If it works, it works, though, isn't it? That one element makes it amazing. The whole game, it makes the whole game amazing.
I love the game, but I don't know why I love this game. This is what I'm saying. I think if you gave me the description of the game, how I play the game, I shouldn't like the game as much.
But you do.
But I do, yes. But I do. I do. I like games that do one thing and do it very well. In this case, is this cauldron personal board that you accumulate your actions and you do powerful actions. This is what I like about this game a lot.
Next on the list, at number 7, is Tricerion.
Another worker placement game.
Legends of Illusions. And in Tricerion, magicians perform dazzling tricks for money and fame in a Victorian steampunk world. So you're technically tried to perform magic tricks into a theatre environment on Fridays, Saturdays and Sundays. The most popular days would be Fridays and Saturdays, so you would try to become more popular, build more intricate tricks, and get more money and fame. The more you have those, the more you can get assistants to help you around and stuff like that, and you'll be doing that a few times throughout the game. The game is super pretty and it's quite complex.
It's quite heavy, yes, it's quite heavy. So it's not a board game, cafe game, I would say.
No, it's quite hard, but luckily it doesn't come under that, but it comes under somebody else has it. Reese has it.
No, actually, Reese Friends has it.
Reese Friends has it.
Yes, Reese doesn't have it.
Reese Friends has it.
Yes.
So we kind of like, cascaded down to
Exactly.
us. So we played it a few times, which is super awesome because the game is very nice. Also, if you want to see a review, it should be somewhere on the screen. Oh yeah, thank you, assistant. Tricerion assistant. At number 6, we have another game from
The Doctor.
The Doctor.
The Doctor with a tie, yes.
I should put a tie on.
We'll put a picture of him here, like here.
Do you have a picture of him? That would be
Yeah,
very
we'll find a picture of him right here.
Where is it?
Right here. This is The Doctor.
At number 6, we have Ra. And as much as I don't like bidding games, Ra is a bidding game. And it's an amazing bidding game and it works very, very well. You bid on tiles to make set collections within your board. You do regular scorings in it, and that's technically what it's all about. Whenever somebody's ready to collect the tiles, you shout Ra, and you start bidding, which starts counterclockwise, so away from you will be the last player, and people bid tokens on it, which you will replace with the thing is you change your numbers with other numbers, you know, your good numbers will become worse numbers and stuff like that. But the action of bidding in the game itself, I think, is very well implemented. And the main reason we don't have this game is because it plays very well at higher player count. And Evangelos has it.
And Mark has it.
And Mark has it. So when we play with other people, and it's a very nice game to play in more people. So there's no point in having it in our collection because we play in two-mate.
I love the simplicity of the bidding in this game.
It's incredible, isn't it?
And like, the core of this game can be explained in literally 20 seconds, and then you need a few more minutes to explain how each of the different tiles activates or scores. But it's a very easy game to overall teach and play. Very fun, of course, not necessarily at 2, I would say.
No, but in 4 is excellent.
In 4, it goes up to 5, I think. It's an amazing game.
Amazing.
Amazing. At number 5, we have a game called Crusaders, Thy Will Be Done.
Thy will be done.
Yes. And we bought this game from our friend Vangelis, and we played it 1, 2 times. We really enjoyed it.
Did you do a playthrough?
We did a playthrough of it, yes.
A playthrough on it. Have a look. Have a look.
It's a very fast game to play. We have only played at 2, arguably, but it plays amazingly at 2 and very fast and very satisfying. Now you go around the map, you build some buildings, okay, you do all of this stuff, but the cool aspect about the game is the Mancala mechanic. And contrary to other games that you have a common Mancala, here you have your individual Mancala on your personal board with the wedges that look like pizza pieces, which you can upgrade as well to do even more powerful actions, and you move your yellow, whatever they are, cylinders, whatever they are, around your Mancala to activate your actions, and how many Mancala bits you have there is how powerful your action is. Super simple, super nice, super satisfying. A bit of set collection, a bit of area majority as well.
Yeah, a bit of battling.
A bit of all of this stuff, but it's a very, very clever game, very satisfying.
It's very sound as well, that's what it is. It's a very sound game, it's very nice. At number 4, we have a game that finally Reese has, not Reese's friend, but Reese has. It's called Voidfall. We played it at his place. This is a Mind Clash game, it's a very big, very heavy 4x Euro game. It is like a 4x game, but a Euro style, if anything. So it does have some elements of the 4x and of a 4x game, but it's more towards a Euro style itself. So you do all the actions that you would do in a 4x, but it's quite easily to mitigate all the battles, and technically you'll try to avoid a Voidborn, battle them. You can battle your opponents as well for some more space. You can create your own production, and you can create your own fleet and stuff like that. So just like any other 4x game, but in a Euro style.
Very clever, smart play of the cards, that you activate some of the actions in the cards, not all of them. Some tracks on your personal board, asymmetric powers as well. A lot of stuff happening there, and Reese, if you're watching this video, we need to set up again Voidfall.
We've not played it for a while now, isn't it? Plus it's super nice.
Yeah, and again, it's not one of the games that you play in a cafe. It takes about 45 minutes only to set up.
It's a long game, isn't it? Yeah.
If it plays at 2, we don't have this game, not only because Reese has it, also because, if we were to buy this game, we have to buy all the extras, the enamel metal pieces.
Isn't that absolutely gorgeous,
It's gorgeous, but it costs an arm and a leg. So I prefer to have my arm and a leg here. Yeah. But it's gorgeous, yes. At number 3, we have Feudum, and this is a game by Mark Swanson. And it's a very unique game, very quirky game. Again, one of the games that Reese has, arguably Reese's favorite game, in fact. And it ranks very high in our personal list as well. So what you do, if you do is an economic game, you have different guilds, you have a circular economy, but you also have some sort of, you can make the game, if you wish, aggressive. You can make the game Euro, depending on the players around the table, the game will go differently, right? It has a bit of area majority as well, a bit of settlement, a bit of exploration, a bit of battle, a bit of everything.
A bit of everything, yes.
Yeah, it's one of the most complex games we have played, together with Voidfall, I would say. And recently, Mark Swanson, the designer, had a 7-year anniversary edition of the game on a GameFound. So if you are trying to get your hands on this game, I'm sure the Pledge Manager will open at some point soon, nowadays. If you're watching the video when we publish the video, I don't know. But yeah, it's a pretty unique game, I would say, if you do.
At number 2, and I cannot believe we're so close to the end. It feels like this video's been very fast. At number 2 is Seven Wonders, the big Seven Wonders, not the duo version, but the Seven Wonders itself. This is a closed drafting card game that plays very, very well in a lot of people. What's the highest player count in
I
this
think
game?
it goes up to 7.
Six or seven?
Yes.
Seven Wonders. It makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
It comes with a lot of expansions, so technically have more like Sushi Go, a bit of closed drafting, where you take whatever you want and pass the rest to your opponent, to your colleague, opponent, or opponent,
Opponent, don't call it.
no colleague. Nuh-uh. Have some bad cards. And then you will use all of those to, collect resources and build your ancient wonders, because the game is all about that. The game comes with a lot of expansions, so you can buy some extra expansions to give you some different stuff to do around, like water expansion or whatever. But the game itself is very, very nice, and it plays very, very well at higher player count. And that's the main reason why we don't have it, because we don't have consistently another 5 people to play with, unfortunately.
It's one of the few games that despite, if you play at 3 or at 7, you will take exactly the same amount of time because of this simultaneous drafting system. So in that sense, it is one of the few games that I would personally play 5 or 6 or 7, like board games. Otherwise, we would go for some sort of a party game, if you wish.
Yeah, but then you have people that have they're stalling the cards, they're taking 100 years, and I'm like, you need to keep it moving, please.
Yes, and if everybody needs to be synchronously in passing the cards, otherwise it can become a mess, right?
And then you have a pile of cards here, and this person is still thinking, oh, move the cards.
I have a question for you.
Yes,
Which
please.
one do you like best, Seven Wonders or Seven Wonders Duel?
Well, we've not played Seven Wonders for a long, long time now, so I couldn't tell you exactly.
All right. We are almost done. We have one more game in our list.
One game to go.
One game to go. And this game, at number 1, then, we have Lost Ruins of Arnak. And it's amazing that we don't own this game, right? I don't know how we don't own this game, because this game plays very well at 2. But it is very widely accessible. As you say, it also has a couple of expansions, which we haven't really tried.
The game is sound as is.
Yeah, the game itself is a combination of worker placement and deck building. And the theme is that you are basically Indiana Jones, I would say, right?
Yeah, kind of thing, yeah.
And you go around, explore some stuff, find some monsters, guardians, how they call them in the game, which you have to basically defeat or overpass or whatever it's called. And you have this very juicy research track that you go up the track, get a lot of points, and you also improve your deck with some items and
Action cards that you buy, yeah.
Exactly. It's not these games that you want to drag you around as much as possible, you don't want to pass very fast, right?
I know, yeah, because then you lose the good cards and then you're going to lose the game. Some people do compare it with Dune Imperium.
Yeah, and I think it's a fair comparison, myself.
I'm not sure about
Yeah.
that.
Go for it.
I'm not sure about that. Some people say that, but I'm not sure. We played both. We had Dune in our collection, and we've tried it, but I didn't feel it at all. I didn't feel it. Whereas Arnak, it feels like it flows so easily. Although I could see the similarities in between the games, I just didn't Dune. Didn't click with me at all.
I think it's not only the combination of worker placement and deck building, it's also the fact that you play the card as a tag to be able to go to a particular location.
Yeah.
So I think they have some similarities. They also have some differences. Obviously, I think the Dune Imperium can be a bit more confrontational and a bit of a race for points, whereas Lost Ruins of Arnak is a bit more Euro-y in that sense, I would say, with its tracks and the resource conversion. Yeah, but I can see some similarities there myself.
Luckily, they don't have Dune Imperium with all the expansions and all the nice jewelry in there in board game cafes. They don't. They just simply don't.
They have they simply do Imperium, I guess, right?
I don't think they do actually. I've not seen it.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's a bit expensive or whatnot.
Okay, but they have.
But they have Arnak
Strange
though,
Arnak,
yes.
Alrighty, this was our top 10 games that we really like, but we don't own.
I hope you enjoyed it very much.
And we hope to see you again very, very soon.
See you later then.
Bye.